Here we are at Harbor Freight over in South Portland. I've got a little project and I'm thinking of trying to resharpen something, some stainless steel. And I was looking at these cutoff wheels, that would go on a Dremel and something diamond. I don't know, but they've got a very small Dremel section here. They did have one whole tool with kits that was only $10, so it's kind of odd. Here we've got rotary grinding. I don't know if they'd work on this. I'm afraid I'm trying to do stainless steel. One of these cheapy multi-tools I got, some of the things that you needed sharp on the tool weren't sharp. Oh, see that box in the center right there? That's a whole tool with some fittings for $10. So I thought, is there a way I can remedy that? Could I sharpen those up? I mean, I certainly don't want to do it by hand. So I don't have a grinding wheel. That's what you would really want, having a grinding wheel set up. Then you could just attack it really easily. But so I might try this Dremel idea and see what happens, see if it makes any nick in it at all. If it does that, then perhaps I can do something. Here's these I looked at. These are mostly for cutting, but they probably work. They're the diamond bits. And part of me says, I'm going to try these because I used something like this once before to drill a hole in a piece of stainless steel I needed, and it worked. So I'm thinking, could I do it? And, I'll use regular stone to actually provide the edge on it. So now we're just going to kind of look around, get all kinds of power tools. Sandpaper. I saw a video where the person was just using sandpaper to sharpen knives, and he said it was really a superior way to go, which I thought was kind of interesting. But I don't know. I'm just kind of keep my eyes open, seeing what I see. And it's first thing in the morning, so I'm like the only one in here, I think, just about. Is usually when I go in these places. I've got Pink the Wonder Dog with me. I don't know if you'll see him pop up in the camera or not, but he's having a blast, sniffing and smelling all the new things. She. I said he. I always say he, but it's a she. Oh, nice little cases, parts cases, things for small things. They've got some little bins that can stack on top of each other. That's kind of interesting. All kinds of different cases for different purposes. Oh, there she is. Pink's like, what are we doing in here? There's no trees in here. I want trees and plants to sniff. Gloves. All kinds of different work gloves, cut gloves, all kinds of things. Leather, cloth, rubber enforced. Tools. I think most people would say that Harbor Freight is more of a light to medium duty tool store. That, if you were a professional and you were using these things every time for 8 hours a day, you would probably go up a grade than the things in. Look at this. This is only $10. It's got a bendable neck on it. Now, I have a project I was doing, but it doesn't have the right bit in it. I'll have to check my bits at home and see if they would fit in that. Because I have something with one of those security screws. I got the bit that fits it, but there's something in the way. I can't get at it. But maybe if I had something that was different. Oh, well, Pink's found something down there she likes the smell of. It's funny how they'll automatically go to the corners of things because I guess that's where dogs pee, on the corners. So dog's checking out. Not that she's going to pee here. She's not going to do that. But that if there was a dog in there that did pee, that's probably where they would do it. If they did it on purpose. You know, sometimes there's dogs. You can bring dogs into Petco and stuff. And invariably, if you're in there one time, some dog will decide, I don't know if they get excited or whatever, with the other, all the stuff in there, and they'll pee on the floor at Petco or someplace like that. But here's some Allen wrenches. They got some enormous Allen wrenches here too. Here's some stackable bins. They look kind of neat. Oh, look at the solar power things. These 100-watt ones. A lot of people, it's 179 and ham radio that do the low power radios, they swear by something like this. It's just enough to do that. I mean, if you get something that's 100 watts, you got to figure it will put out 100 watts in full sun at the right time of year. So, you know, you can't plan on you're going to run something that's 100 watts for very long. You know, you're going to store the energy in a battery and then take it from the battery. And every time you go through a step, you lose some. But, you know, solar cells are great when the sun's shining. They're better for climates with a lot of sun. You know, up here in Maine, we're trying to use them a lot, and they don't just cut the mustard, as they would say. Oh boy. Oh, look, another human being in the store after all. Oh, something I wanted to look at is tape. Gorilla Tape has a new tape, duct tape, that is meant to be permanent. In other words, what you put it on, it's never going to come off. I thought I'd get some of that and try some things with it. You know, I was thinking, I don't know if I could get sections of Tyvek. Oh, here's a ultraviolet flashlight, these are kind of neat, and it's on sale. I'm going to bring one of them up, but I decided I would only pay $5 for it. It had to be 5 or under, and it was 8, so I didn't get it. Because I've got a flashlight like that. This one looks a little brighter, but ultraviolet lights can be used for detecting, looking at paper. Optical brighteners are in new paper, not in really old papers. You can see, like if an antique, someone's super glued a crack together, that will show up really well with ultraviolet light. And, I don't seem to see the tape I'm looking for here. And there's other things you can do with it. This is the longer wave that you can see. The short wave can detect other types of things, including make certain minerals fluoresce. And that's the scoop on that. The shortwave ones are more expensive because basically you've got to have a bulb that produces it, and then you've got to have a filter so that it filters out everything except the ultraviolet light. So usually I don't think there's any shortwave.